Welcome everyone to Friday Night Smackdown, and we are kicking things off with our new WWE Champion John Cena defeating Roman Reigns at Summerslam to become a 17-time champion. And look at this, John Cena going old school here tonight, bringing back the spinner version of the WWE Championship. John Cena to celebrate 17 times as a world champion, bringing back his version of the belt. And what a match that was at SummerSlam. Cena beating Roman Reigns to become 17-time world champion. And we're going to hear from our new WWE champion. So let's head over to John Cena and hear what the champ has to say to kick us off here on Friday Night Smackdown. And here comes Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the man John Cena beat to become the WWE champion this past Sunday at SummerSlam. Clearly not happy. What's a champ? John Cena was out here saying, of course, Cena bringing back the old spinner belt. And here comes the head of the table, once again looking to interrupt John Cena. Of course, the leader of the bloodline coming out here alone. No wise man, no Solo, no Usos. You gotta believe they ain't too far behind, keeping an eye on this in case things go down maybe. I'm probably able to guess why Roman Reigns is out here. He wants that championship back. If I know Roman, driven by success. He calls himself the tribal chief, the head of the table, for a reason. He wants to be number one, and here on SmackDown you are number one with that WWE Championship. So let's head over and see what Roman Reigns has to say to John Cena. And what a start to SmackDown we've had. Roman Reigns interrupting John Cena and saying that he wants his rematch for the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank. And also, speaking of Money in the Bank, we've seen The Rock invite Sami Zayn into his office, saying he was impressed with Sami's win over LA Knight at SummerSlam, so he's going to reward with Sami with a Money in the Bank qualifier tonight. Well, speaking of Money in the Bank qualifiers, we have our first of the SmackDown qualifiers for the women's ladder match. Of course, this Monday on Raw, we see Nikki ASH book her spot in the ladder match. Who will be joining Nikki in that women's ladder match? Will it be Liv Morgan, who we see in the ring? Or will it be her opponent tonight, representing Toxic Attraction, Mandy Rose? Of course, we've seen both Mandy and Liv in that Battle Royale to crown a women's champion that was won by Bayley. Of course, Bayley successfully defending the belt over Blair Davenport at SummerSlam. But Mandy not coming alone. You see Gigi and JC by her side. Of course, our first time seeing Gigi and JC, they were not involved in that Battle Royale, but they are accompanying Mandy Rose here tonight. Mandy and Liv, like I mentioned, were in that Battle Royale, both looking to pick up momentum and book their spot in the ladder match. Of course, if you win the Money in the Bank briefcase, you can cash it in anytime, anywhere. All you need is a referee present to make it official. As we get ready for this one, who'll be the first woman from SmackDown to book her spot. Of course, 4 women from Raw, 4 women from SmackDown. It'll be an 8-woman ladder match. Of course, as I mentioned, Nikki ASH, the one advancing, and we are on the way. Liv Morgan going straight after Mandy with a clothesline. And Liv in control of Mandy early. Just taking it to Rose is Morgan. And just dragging her back down to the mat. Liv going to work on the arm. And now big drop kick to the back. Irish whip, no, brings her back in for the shoulder tackle. And locking up, Mandy sends Liv crashing down to the mat. And now just working over Liv Morgan is Mandy Rose. And now Mandy celebrating in control. Rose with the Irish whip sends Liv over the top rope. Now Mandy going up top, you see Gigi getting involved, picking up Liv, setting her up for the big drop kick from Mandy Rose. And there's the numbers advantage of Toxic Attraction coming into play. As Liv boots to the midsection, big kick. And now Liv throwing Mandy Rose around as Mandy lock up. Oh, flapjack, and I believe Liv may have hit her head off the barricade. Big right hands and a big shoulder tackle from Mandy Rose as Mandy gets into the ring now. Referee up to a count of 7. As Mandy celebrating, I think she might be going for a count-out win here. 8. Can Liv get back in? Oh, just at the count of 9, Liv getting back in. Liv now, Irish whip, sends Mandy off the ropes. Boot to the midsection cut. Rose spins around a clothesline, takes Liv Morgan's head off. And just sends Liv face first. Hook of the leg, goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Morgan kicking out. Mandy keeping the pressure on though. Rose, what is she going for here? Setting Liv Morgan up, but gets caught with a clothesline made. Took too long to set her up. Liv firing off those big shots. Mandy with the reversal. Irish whip now sends Morgan off the rope, missing with the pump kick. The pump kick missing. Liv goes for a drop kick. Mandy blocking it and celebrating a bit too early. Liv capitalizing, handspring into the head scissors. Around she goes, sends Mandy down. Liv Morgan could be on her way to Money in the Bank. As Morgan picks up Liv, or makes up Rose. Oblivion, is that going to send Liv Morgan to Money in the Bank? Dragging her away from the ropes, hook of the leg. 1, 2, and Mandy Rose kicking out Liv Morgan. Cannot believe it. Oblivion, not enough to send Liv to Money in the Bank, and now Morgan working over Mandy. As Liv fired up here. Big kick to the midsection, going up top. What is Liv going for here? Big splash connects. The big splash from Liv Morgan. And now Liv hits the ropes. And a code breaker. Those knees going straight into the face of Mandy Rose. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And Liv Morgan is your winner and advancing to Money in the Bank. As we take a look at these highlights, Mandy Rose thought she had her put away there. But here is what won it for Liv Morgan. Those knees right into the face of Mandy Rose. Hooks the legs. 1, 2, 3. And Liv Morgan, the first woman from SmackDown to book her spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. She will be joining Nikki ASH as Liv Morgan has her sights set on the Money in the Bank briefcase. So Corey Graves saying his client will debut next week and that he's going to win Money in the Bank and come for John Cena. Well, I guess we'll find out who that is next week, and in that Money in the Bank qualifier we'll see Corey Graves' new client in action. But as for tonight and tonight's Money in the Bank qualifier, we've seen this man get rewarded a qualifying match because of his win at SummerSlam against LA Knight. The Rock was impressed, so he's given Sami Zayn the chance to qualify and book his spot inside Money in the Bank. Of course, we've seen Liv Morgan qualify for the women's match here earlier on SmackDown. She'll be joining Nikki ASH. Dominic Mysterio beating Axiom to qualify on Raw. Who will be joining Dom? Will it be Sami? Or will it be Sami Zayn's opponent? For the first time we've seen him here on SmackDown, Grayson Waller. Looking to bring the Grayson Waller effect, not just the Friday nights, but the Money in the Bank. And Grayson Waller is someone to look out for. He's going to be a future champion here on SmackDown. I've no doubt about it. He's got the talent, he's got the charisma, he's got everything. And will his journey towards goal go off to a smooth start and qualify for Money in the Bank with a win over Sami Zayn? Or will he hit a bit of a rough patch here? A bit of a speed bump in the road, I should say. And don't let his confidence, his cockiness fool you. Grayson can back it up inside that ring once the bell goes. As we are sold out here tonight, ready for this Money in the Bank qualifier. It's Sami Zayn, Grayson Waller. Calling for the bell is our referee, and we are underway. Sami trying to close down Grayson straight away. Grayson though, reversal in control. STO by Grayson. And Waller in control of Sami now early, trying to take it. Sami Zayn is the arrogant Aussie. And a big kick from Waller. And Grayson looking to go viral. He's all about getting that viral moment. The big leg drop misses. And Sami Zayn feeling it. He's fired up, trying to get the crowd behind him. But Waller capitalizing side headlock now locked in. Big punch from Grayson. And now Waller trying to work the leg, which is smart. Take out the leg of Sami Zayn. Try weaken the haluva kick. You take out one of Sami's biggest moves. And Sami trying to create a bit of distance, rolling out to the apron. Grayson gonna keep on him, stunner across the ropes, and now Waller quickly going right out after Sami Zayn. Sami could be in trouble here as Grayson drops him across the barricade. Sami could be feeling the effects of his match against LA Knight at SummerSlam. Grayson Waller coming into this fresh. Our first time seeing him in action. And a big neck breaker, and I have to say what a win that was for Sami over LA Knight. A great hard fought battle from two men who were trying to get back on track after not getting the job done the Gold Rush Rumble. But Grayson trying to derail the momentum of Sami Zayn now coming out of SummerSlam as Waller picks up Sami. Sami though reversing the chop of Grayson And our Northern Lights suplex, this is what Sami Zayn needs to do. He needs to turn things around and keeping on him with that tope through the ropes is Zayn. Zayn not giving Waller any breathing room. Sami going right to the knee now of Grayson Waller. And Sami, big drop kick to Grayson. Referee up to a count of 3. I don't know what the situation would be if this was to end in a double count out. I don't know what this would mean for the Money in the Bank qualifiers. But Sami working over Waller now. Referee up to a count of 5. Of course, 10 count here. That's the big right hands from Sami Zayn. And Sami picking up Grayson. Now getting back into the ring. Sami wants to finish this in the ring. And catching Grayson as soon as he comes in. Up on the shoulders. Down goes Grayson across the ropes. Hook of the leg from Sami. Goes for the cover. 1. Waller only kicking out at 1. Sami needing to keep on Grayson here. Irish whip. Sends Waller into the corner. I was going for a haluva kick, but instead going for the drop kick. Waller though getting up straight away. Pump kick. Now Grayson, Irish whip, sends Sami off the ropes. Big right hand from Grayson. Sleeper hold, locked in. Grayson trying to put Sami to sleep. Grayson trying to choke out Sami Zayn. Sami fighting his way out of this, bridging over into a cover. 1 count. Referee might be a bit slow to get down, but Grayson back up, big kick. And now Waller stomping away at Sami Zayn. I believe Sami is busted open from that big boot. As Grayson goes up top, Waller, big splash connecting hook of the leg. 1, 2, and Sami kicking out at 2. Grayson Waller on track here to qualify for Money in the Bank. Grayson Waller's probably had the advantage for the majority of this match, and now stomping away the arm of Sami Zayn. Waller going to the second rope. Big diving arm drag takes down Sami. Big forearm. And a big right hand from Waller. Sami Zayn may be knocked out. Sami may be knocked out from the right hand of Grayson. But Grayson going back to work on the knee. And the leg is Sami Zayn. Now Waller, big kick again, takes down Sami, goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Sami firing out at 2. Grayson cannot believe it. As Waller now gets caught with the elbows, Sami fighting back, Sami trying to turn things around. But Grayson boot to the midsection. And now once again gaining control is Grayson Waller. And Sami with the elbow reversing whatever Grayson had planned. Exploded by Sami. And Sami maybe turning things around. Grayson wisely rolled to the outside. Sami once again tope through the ropes, taking out Grayson Waller. And a big drop kick from Sami. Zayn in control now. Big forearm dropping Grayson Waller. And now Grayson though pushing him away, and again that leg lariat. And now the arm. Grayson going to work on the arm of Sami. Just working over it. Now sending Zayn in to the barricade. Up to a count of 7. The knees to the midsection. 8. Count by the ref. Sami's down on the outside. Grayson Waller. He's already celebrating it. No, he's going up top. Big leg drop to the floor. The big leg drop to the floor. And now Grayson Waller back in. Breaking the count. He wants to pin Sami Zayn. But Sami is fighting back. Now Irish whip sends Waller into the barricade. Drop kick by Sami. Boot to the midsection. And a brainbuster on the floor by Sami Zayn. Sami just dropping Grayson right on his head. And now that Northern Lights suplex. And Sami sending Waller back in. Sami has Grayson right where he wants him. But what is Sami doing here? He's taking his time getting back in. That may cost him because Grayson's back to his feet. Irish whip by Zayn. Helluva kick missed. And Grayson kicked to the knee. The Helluva kick missing. That may be the turning point in this match. Grayson setting Sami up on the ropes. Snapmare. Where's Waller going? He's going to the outside. Grayson rolling in. Stunner. Grayson Waller maybe going to Money in the Bank. 1, 2. And Sami kicked out. Grayson Waller cannot believe it. That stunner that Grayson Waller likes to use. Rolling in from the outside to gain momentum. Now where's Waller going? Big diving elbow to the back of Sami Zayn. Grayson once again picking Sami up, dragging him towards the ropes. He's looking for that stunner once again. Rolling to the outside. In he comes. Stunner. And Grayson Waller is going to Money in the Bank. 1, 2, 3. Big victory tonight for Grayson Waller. As we take a look back, that big stunner. And then the 3 count. Grayson Waller, the first man from SmackDown to book his spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. He'll be joining Raw's Dominic Mysterio. And what a big debut win it is here for Grayson Waller, defeating Sami Zayn. As Waller now heads to Money in the Bank. And it is main event time for the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The OC taking on Alpha Academy. And before we get into that, what have we just seen? Carmelo Hayes challenged by Cedric Alexander. That match, Carmelo accepting the challenge of Cedric for Money in the Bank. Saying that Melo's money, so let's do that Money in the Bank. As well as one of the men, Carmelo Hayes beat at SummerSlam for that United States Championship, Butch. So now that SummerSlam's over, his sights are back on Theory, getting revenge. Of course, Theory with the low blow on Butch after Butch beat Theory to qualify for that championship match at SummerSlam. Let's turn our attentions back to tonight's main event. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the OC, looking to gain the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. They were left out of that fatal 4-way ladder match. They then beat Hit Row in basically a number 1 contendership match. 2 teams that were not in that ladder match, they were given the chance to impress and become number 1 contenders. The OC got that win, and then they made the challenge last week to the Alpha Academy. They said let's do it, as they want to make the SmackDown Tag Team Championships too sweet. But the Alpha Academy, they're gonna put a stop to that. They want to retain those tag team championships. Of course, as I mentioned in episode 1, winning these tag team belts in a 4-team ladder match, it was the Alpha Academy who came out on top against Pretty Deadly, the Usos, and Legado del Fantasmas, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro. Of course, as I mentioned, the OC then would go on to beat Hit Row, which put them at the top of the challengers list. The OC making the challenge last week The Alpha Academy, they're fighting champions. Of course they accepted. And we are here for main event of SmackDown. Master Gable teaching his #1 guy, Otis, some last minute advice as we are about to get underway in our main event. There you see it, the gold that is on the line.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 505 pounds. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, the OC.
There's your challengers, the OC, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson.
Champions Chad Gable and Otis, the Alpha Academy.
There's the champions, Gable and Otis. The crowd on their feet, ready for this main event championship matchup to begin. As the referee raises the gold. And we are ready. The machine gun Carl Anderson starting with Chad Gable representing the Alpha Academy to kick things off. And Gable going right after Anderson with the right hands. Anderson with the reversal, and now machine gun in the mount position working over Chad Gable. And a work to the arm. And in comes the big LG Luke Gallows. Irish whip, bring him back in with that short arm lariat. And now Gallows hitting the rope, big splash to Gable. And again that clothesline by Gallows. And if I'm Chad Gable, I need to try and make that tag to Otis as quick as possible. Get the big man in against Gallows. But Gable may be able to go alone with the neck breaker. And then that big crossbody takes out Gallows, but Gallows come back with a shoulder tackle of his own, causing Gable to roll to the outside, and Gallows going up top. It's not often you see the big man fly, as Luke Gallows crowning Chad Gable with the axe handle. Now that bear hug locked in on the floor, just squeezing the life out of Gable is Luke Gallows. But Gable fighting his way out of it. Able to break the grip of Gallows, and a big rolling kick by Chad Gable. Remember, championship advantage does apply as the referee up to a count of 5. Boot to the midsection, neck breaker. And now picking up Gallows. An STO blocked, Gallows. DDT, and Gable's busted open. That DDT on the floor. Referee up to count of 9. Gallows in. And the OC are your winners by count out. But the tag team titles, there you see the DDT on the floor took out Chad Gable. Gallows gets in. And that's the 10 count. The OC your winners. But the titles can't change hand via count out. So the Alpha Academy retaining, but Gallows and Anderson get the win here tonight, and we are out of time. That's all we got time for on SmackDown. Tune in for Raw Monday, and we'll see you next Friday for more SmackDown.